Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson. I'm so happy to have you here with me this evening. If you're new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself and set any requests for your personal healing or well-being. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to all of your requests. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you would like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description, as are all of my social media and my email newsletter. And most of all, thank you so much for hanging out with me, spending part of your Sunday with me. Super appreciate having all of you here. And I do have Gertie Cat in my lap. So if you hear any purring in the background, it would be her. So let's go ahead and let's start that grid. Ta-da! So let's go ahead and just reposition that. So this is a mirror to help reflect and deflect any negative energy that we just don't need here. And this here copper spiral, copper helps to break up energy blockages and get the optimal flow of energy going. And the spiral is sacred to healers and has been since as far back as we can see. So let's see who all is here. Besides Gertie, who is reminding me very much she is here. Jenny, Flower, Grace, Still Not Still, T, Chris. Wonderful to see you all. Joanna. Awesome. Oh, so good to see you all. So let's go ahead and I'm just still setting up my screens a little bit. Whenever they update my encoding software, it's always like, where is everything? Okay, good stuff. So let's put me center here. So let's see what all we can help with. So Grace, you have an intention here. It's actually cut off on both of my screens. So Grace, I see healing intentions for, I think it's heart healing, a great week this week, and happiness. So I'm going to start there. So heart healing, a great week this week, and happiness. Let's bring this in with happiness. We'll bring in some fuchsite. And, oh, let me turn this up. Okay, so fuchsite for happy. Rhodonite for heart healing, and for a great week ahead. The first stone that popped into my mind, actually two of them, one was Herkimer Diamond and the other is Dalmatian Jasper. So let's bring them both. So fuchsite, we've really started to make a favorite of ours. Oh, so pretty. So fuchsite is excellent for just giving into fun and allowing yourself to just experience joy with no other ulterior motives than just pure joy. This is wonderful for supporting happiness, doing any kind of inner child work, and also for spinal alignment and for better sleep. This is also a stone that can help with carpal tunnel. So we will bring this in. So that is fuchsite. And I always mention this at a different point in every stream, very much on purpose, and at different points everyone hears it, but everything I do here is a complement to everything else you're doing. Nothing I'm doing is a replacement for any kind of medical care or anything like that, or mental health care. There's no judgment, there's no stigma here. Do what you do for your well-being, and I can complement all of that with the things that I do. So this is rhodonite. This helps with allergies, autoimmune issues, and asthma, all three of which are big in my life. It's also really helpful for healing a broken heart, healing after a breakup, after a divorce. It's often considered like a breakup and divorce stone. Really helpful too for supporting the lungs in general, for dealing with any kind of insecurities, and also for healing the past pain or current pain from past emotional abuse. So that is rhodonite. Rhodonite is pink and black. Rhodochrosite has some overlap in meaning and is pink and white. And sometimes they can be a little hard to tell apart. So there we go. So that is rhodonite. Awesome. Herkimer diamond now this is going to be for the happiness of the week ahead. Herkimer diamond, which is a type of clear quartz from the Herkimer, New York region. Oh, sounds a little loud. Sorry about that. Helps with boosting anything that you're manifesting and also helps you with being in clear connection with spirit. It really helps intuition as well as metabolism, and it helps to balance and harmonize kind of out of sync energy. So that could maybe even help in the workplace. This is also one that helps you to relax and be in the present moment. So that is Herkimer. Got to drop crystals at least once every stream. Otherwise, it's not a stream. So that is Herkimer. But absolutely, being in the present moment is so helpful. And Dalmatian jasper. Dalmatian jasper is jasper that has black tourmaline running through it. Black tourmaline helps to repel and dispel negative energy. And when it's going through jasper like this, it really helps to deep clear our entire energy field, as well as the energy field around it. So it's a great one too for like clearing the energy of a space. Just make sure you keep the crystal as clear as possible. It definitely helps too with things like cooperation, and it helps with breaking down things like cynicism and jadedness. Because this kind of clears the energy of the past, it can make a little bit more room for new opportunities and new encounters, so it can help lift the vibe of a space, especially if you're trying to take a group or a space or a workplace that's maybe not feeling so great and you're starting to work towards shifting that. This can help kind of clear the vibes of past lower moments. So we will bring that in. But yeah, it's great for anybody that's working in groups at all. Just helps with cooperation and keeping everyone's energy clear. So that's Dalmatian jasper. And thank you for being here, Grace. It's good to see you. All the best. And thank you for, are you still fostering your dog? Let me know either way. Because, yeah, the shelters in Philly are full. So especially thank you. Joanna, good to see you. And Danny Marie, welcome in. And Vincent, wonderful to see you. Lots of love to you. And Korakar, Goddess of Four, Violet Integration, Lila Ray, Renee. So good to see you all. I will get to everybody's requests before we get into the healing. So let's see what else we got here. Let's bring in some love and healing for Ava, Chris's dog. So let's do leopard skin jasper and desert rose selenite. Two of our favorite animal healing stones. So, yep, desert rose selenite, excellent for the wellness and general healing of our animal companions, and it's also wonderful for anything that you're working towards, like a larger goal where you have to show up really consistently, bit by bit, to chip away at that goal. This can help with that, help support you through that long-term consistency. It's wonderful too for redefining ourselves in the face of loss or significant change, and helps with perseverance, especially in school. Wonderful for relieving upset stomach and clearing the skin, anything from acne to eczema. And it's thought helpful for fighting viruses and for men's health as well. Additionally, this is often relied upon for real estate transactions and finding a home, finding an apartment, wherever you want to live or want to be. But yeah, from the legal side to the actual finding it side. So that's desert rose selenite. There we go. Awesome. I may need to reach for the water a little extra today. The air in here got really dehydrated and I was cleaning all day, so all the dust, so yeah. Apologies in advance. Next one for animals is leopard skin jasper. Leopard skin jasper can be wonderful for people too. This helps the skin. It helps things like coordination and balance and vertigo. It's also really helpful for connecting with our animals, helping to support them, but also helping them in their healing path. Wonderful too for connecting with our animal guides and guardians, as well as attracting a soulmate relationship. So that is leopard skin jasper. So we will bring this right in. And all the best for Ava's continued health. Hey, ABC, good to see you. Alexander, welcome in. Kanta, it's good to see you. Oh, awesome. Go ahead, set any requests you have for your personal well-being. We're going to go ahead and build a crystal grid. I'm going to pick crystals for everyone based on your requests. You can also request specific stones. And yeah, we'll keep going from there. And then we'll get into the Reiki a little bit later. But thank you all for being here. Let's see. And let's grab a couple of, couple of Chris's requests. Let's do some emerald. And I think I saw rutilated as a request for Jenny as well. So we got rutilated, moonstone, yes, rhodochrosite, garnet and ruby. We'll start there and I'll keep bringing your requests out as we go. So, rutilated quartz. Oop. It's a little easier to see this way. Oh, great. I've got lipstick on my hand. How lovely. Well, at least it's not blood. I was like, oh no, what did I do? Okay, so this is rutilated quartz. You might see those little inclusions. They look almost like hair in there. Rutilated quartz helps to boost your physical energy and also give you really great mental focus and clarity. It's also really helpful for like when someone's going through any kind of long-term illness because it boosts their energy, and it's also got the intention of, I hope any healing you're getting, that it gets focused to the exact places in your body that need it most. And because of that, this is often considered a beautiful gift to someone who might have cancer or have any kind of long-term illness, really. But I use it mostly for mental focus and energy. Moonstone helps to connect with the moon, of course, but also the lunar cycles and all the rhythms and patterns and things in nature. It's wonderful for connecting with the divine feminine, and it's protective of women as well as travelers. It helps with more or less like trust in the process, or trust in your intuition, trusting in divine timing, as well as things like connection to ancient wisdom, ancient spirituality, even older forms and practices of healing. So that is moonstone. If you do any kind of moon magic or lunar stuff like full moon, new moon types of things, this is definitely going to be a good thing to have as part of your altar. So let's see. Next, we will do some emerald. This is excellent for the lungs, upper respiratory tract. If anyone's dealing with allergies or just being sick, this time of year it's pretty normal. This can be really, really helpful. Also wonderful for restoring confidence about our appearance, particularly those things that we're really sensitive about. It's excellent for reinvigorating our passions in life, and it's also helpful for healing the skin and tissue. So let's go ahead and put some of that raw emerald right on top of our moonstone. Rhodochrosite is wonderful for healing mother-child bonding type issues, and also helpful for asthma, stress, headache, and the heart and circulation. It's also really potent when it comes to intuition, especially things like telepathy and journeying. So we will bring that in. There we go. And garnet and ruby. Garnet is very much January's birthstone, and it is decidedly Capricorn in its vibe. This one helps with creativity, courage, balance, strength, organization, and being practical, getting the most use out of your time, finding the best way to get everything done in the quickest timeline or with the least amount of effort. So this is definitely one to have around if you are trying to get organized in the new year or for any reason. And also if you want to just bask in the glow of like Capricorn mindedness. And it works really well alongside ruby. Ruby helps with the courage to be ourselves, and it also really supports leadership skills and management skills. Helpful too for fibromyalgia pain, which is definitely a request that we had come in earlier today. It helps with love, fertility, and with releasing fear. Wonderful for stopping nightmares and helping us to cultivate financial stability. It's also one that helps with making decisions. If you feel like you've been kind of not wanting to make the decision or not commit, this can really help. So that's ruby. And I'm going to keep going through the rest of your requests as we go. Thank you for being here, Chris. Cool. Hey, it's good to see you, Patty. Patty and Orky. Hey, Erica, good to see you. Okay, so let's see. Let's bring in for T, intentions, help with seasonal depression, anxiety, calling and manifesting creativity, organizing, so I'm one step ahead for you, and maintaining boundaries, self-protection. I think that's a really wonderful list. Stones, garnet, good call, carnelian, sodalite, tourmalinated quartz. You got it. So tourmalinated quartz. Carnelian, sodalite. Carnelian, sodalite. And let's see. I'm going to also bring in azurite to help with the creativity too. So tourmalinated quartz, we talked about with a Dalmatian jasper, how it's got black tourmaline running through it. Well, this is black tourmaline running through quartz. Quartz of any color is still tourmalinated quartz. This helps with really breaking up old stuck energy. So this is, I actually see a request down here. Oh, hey, Samantha, welcome in. Jennifer, lots of love. I think I saw... Gotcha. For Alexander, this will be somewhat helpful. There'll be some other stones I bring in for you, but this will be somewhat helpful too. If you're looking to break down really old stuck energy, especially from childhood, especially things like old trauma, and also helps to ground and release nervous energy. Helps too with breaking up scar tissue in the emotions as well as in the body. Wonderful for new jobs, new financial arrangements, new passive income streams, things like that, like just bringing in money, especially through gainful employment. Helpful too with fortune, luck, and kind of, manifesting your fortunes, as well as protective of travelers, specifically by car. So we're going to go ahead and put this tourmalinated quartz right here and right here. This quartz being green just brings an even more heart-centered focus to it. Azurite is really helpful for creativity as well as intuition and insight. It's wonderful for awakening your spiritual self, as well as gaining some wisdom and being in connection with your guides, whether that's just simply feeling supported or connecting to them more strongly in your intuition. This also helps with dissolving blockages within your own energy, as well as things outside in the world, things that are like obstacles in your way. Helps with quieting your mind, especially during meditation or energy work, and it's wonderful for spinal alignment as well as spasms and tics. So that is azurite. Sodalite is exceptional for expressing yourself. So if you're going to be creative, this one really helps with expressing that creativity. It also helps with expressing yourself through speech, writing, and any kind of art, whether it's visual, whether it's performance, whether anything, just getting your true feelings out. Helps too with relieving menopause symptoms, coming to terms with aging, helpful for homesickness, and it's excellent for grounding impulses too. So that is sodalite. If you tend to find that Mercury retrograde hits you a little bit extra hard, this is definitely one to get for your crystal collection, because this is probably the most helpful stone there is with that. And again, that's sodalite. It's also a fairly affordable stone. It's pretty readily available. And carnelian. Sorry. All of that dust. Ugh. I clean my house like every day and still. Well, this is the first time in many years I've lived in a place with carpet, and my allergies and asthma are not a fan. So this is carnelian. This is excellent for everything around fertility, sexuality, and relationships. This also has much to offer, not just in romantic and close relationships, but how you more broadly relate to society and the world. Helpful too for cold, allergies, hooray for me, and healing wounds. And it's another one that can help with attracting a love-based relationship, especially like a soulmate level relationship. So that's carnelian. So let's bring that in. It's very much part of the sacral chakra. This also helps creativity for sure. But the sacral chakra is the second chakra, it's just beneath the navel. And that's everything having to do with relationships. There we go. So thank you for being here. It's good to see you, T. Still Not Still, help with physical and mental energy to assist in language learning this month. Absolutely. I've got some great stones for that. Wow. So many folks in. It's good to see you all. Catherine. Lee, it's wonderful to see you. Awesome. Okay, cool. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so mental energy to assist in language learning this month. You got it. So first of all, we've got rutilated quartz, which definitely helps with energy and mental focus. Another one that helps with mental focus, I did just see requested by Renee, so I'm going to bring in Bumblebee Jasper. And Kambaba Stone helps with learning languages, so we'll bring that in too. So this is Kambaba Stone. This is actually what it looks like. Tumbled. And this is what it looks like raw. Kambaba Stone, often called Kambaba Jasper, same stone. It's not technically a jasper. It's actually fossilized blue-green algae. And this is really, really helpful for supporting the earth, healing the ecology, supporting plants to have greater yields, like for farming, but any kind of healing of the earth or the waters. Wonderful too for definitely learning languages, not limited to the languages of our ancestors, but definitely helps with also connection to our ancestors. Wonderful too for helping meditation and learning, as well as courage and confidence. It helps with all kinds of learning, but particularly foreign languages. So that's Kambaba Stone. Bumblebee Jasper is really helpful for mental focus, motivation, confidence, and also just sort of positivity in general. This helps us to want to get the work done. It makes us excited to get into it and get through it. Helpful too for empowering anything that we're manifesting, and it's wonderful for decision making and physical energy. It helps too with balancing yin and yang energy in the body. Just know that Bumblebee Jasper does have large concentrations of sulfur as well as arsenic within it, so do be careful. So that is Bumblebee Jasper. Awesome. And so those should really help. So I wish you all the best. And we'll do, let's see. Awesome. Flower, help to engage in the present moment. Absolutely. Herkimer Diamond is the best for being in the present moment, but I'm also going to bring in something that helps you want to physically be part of things and kind of a little bit more feeling like you can engage. So let's see. Okay, so let's see. Thing that comes to mind is a stone that we've used for you before, but this kind of does help. And that is polychrome jasper. We've talked about it before in that it's really, really helpful with breaking through indifference and getting us motivated. And it definitely encourages physical movement and joint health, especially the lower legs. It helps to bring back the excitement and passions for our soul's purpose and the things that we're passionate about in life in general. But it's also want to just kind of invigorate us and make us feel alive again and wanting to dive into things. So this can be helpful. The Bumblebee Jasper is definitely going to be helpful for it too, but I think the polychrome jasper is really helpful. Anytime you're super duper in a rut, this is a stone that can help. And so we'll bring some polychrome jasper in. Let's see. There we go. And there we go. So that's polychrome jasper. So I hope that helps, Flower. Let me know if there's anything else I can do. Jenny, I got rutilated quartz for you and something for hormone fluctuations and serpentine. Finding one's purpose and not feeling alone. Oh, I'm sorry you're having a day. I'm sorry. Let's see. Hormone fluctuations, absolutely. That is... Serpentine. Finding one's purpose. And there we go. So let's do that. Let's see though. neuralgia. So let's do, there we go. Okay, so for hormones, and also for not feeling alone and kind of being supportive in general, and this will also be helpful for Grace, this is pink kunzite. This is a very compassionate stone. I always feel really close to the Kuan Yin whenever I hold it. It helps with manifesting commitment-based love, and it helps also with love after heartache. Wonderful too, especially for your requests for hormones, especially things like puberty, but hormones all throughout life. Helps too with chemical allergies and sensitivities and those like mild skin itch type allergies, as well as neuralgia and kind of coming back to yourself after anesthesia. Wonderful too for help with new mothers as well as sleepless babies. So we can also set the intention that this is for your sister-in-law too. And it's wonderful too for heartache, heartbreak, as well as like even dealing with really toxic workplaces. So that is pink kunzite. Let's put this here. There we go. Okay, I hope that helps, hon. We've also got serpentine. Serpentine helps with blood sugar regulation. So whether you're diabetic, hypoglycemic, either way, this can be a really helpful stone. It's also great for things like calcium and magnesium deficiency, both of which I struggle with. And of course, I hang out with crystals and do Reiki while I take my supplements and do the diet I'm supposed to. Helps too with muscle weakness, dementia, and rashes and eczema. And oddly enough, also trance meditation. It's a wild bunch of different things, but sure, let's do it. So let's bring in some serpentine. Next, we'll bring in some blue apatite because you wanted some support around soul purpose. And this is a great one to do this. This not only helps illuminate your soul's purpose, but it really helps with the courage you need to kind of enact it. Also helps with strengthening your energy field or aura, so you're less inclined to take on the energy of others. So a definite must-have for empaths. Helpful too for inner harmony, inner peace, as well as improving our relationship with food, whether that's weight loss or weight gain or weight stability, or not weight-based at all, and just about how we relate to food and the role that it plays in our life. So that is blue apatite. And yes, it is hilarious that apatite is in the name for a stone that helps with shifting our relationship with food for the better. So there we go. And for the loneliness and stuff too, let's bring in some green onyx. This is helpful for grief, sadness, and also loneliness. Wonderful too for making decisions and choices in alignment with your highest good, even when you're emotionally maybe not in the best place to do it. Helps too with like even like serious emotional shutdown. This is a really deep heart healing stone. So it's great for things like loneliness, and I'm so sorry you're dealing with that. So let's bring that in for you. And that's green onyx. Green onyx can also be much lighter in terms of the shade of green than the pieces I have. If yours is not much darker than like a pistachio, it's still green onyx. Okay. Awesome. So all the love to you. It's good to see you. And bumblebee jasper, honey calcite, because they are pretty. That's a great reason to pick a stone. Hey, if it jumps out to you visually, like that's one of the senses where a stone is calling out to you. So let's bring in some honey calcite. This helps with remaining optimistic even when things are really hard. Wonderful too for supporting women who have gone through menopause, postmenopausal women, of which I am one, and also helps with attracting the best people, whether it be colleagues, friends, romantic partners, what have you. the best people that can possibly be added to your life right now, that are very much in balance with who you are and the relationships that you'd like to have. This helps to kind of bring them forward. So that is honey calcite. So there we go. Awesome. Thank you, Renee. Lila Ray. Oh, intention is for your teenager to have some gratitude. I'm so sorry. Definitely rhodochrosite's helpful for like mother-child type issues. So that's already there. And I think, let's see. Let's see. I feel like this one's going to be a request from Patty, and it also kind of makes sense. Septarian, so there's two stones I'm going to bring in. One is Septarian. This helps with emotional maturity. Also helps with muscle pain, spasms, and skin wounds. But this helps with kind of seeing ourselves and being able to see ourselves, even in the least flattering light, so that we can kind of see our thoughts, our beliefs, and maybe take a closer look and decide if we want to shift those or not. This also helps with being vulnerable while you're in that healing process, and in general helps with any kind of identity crisis and things like that. So we will bring this in. So that is Septarian, and I'm also going to bring in Unakite. Unakite is really helpful for every phase of a woman's life. So this is more for you. This is like good relationships, good marriage, fertility, pregnancy, birth, labor, prenatal, postpartum, menopause, all the things. But this is definitely meant to like help ease things in a woman's like family life. So I'll bring that in with the intention that this helps bring you some support. Wonderful too for addictions, especially smoking. And I know that a few of you are working to quit smoking this year. Wonderful for the heart and circulation, as well as metabolism. So that is Unakite. So lots of love to you, Lila Ray. I'm so sorry. I'm just going a little slow with putting out the Unakite. Sorry. I've got a sleeping cat on my lap. So lots of love to you, Lila Ray. So glad you're here. Violet integration, intention of inner peace, productive work week ahead, and self-love. Absolutely. Hey, creative diva. Hey, good to see you, Natalie. Carla, welcome in. I will get to everybody's requests. Awesome. Okay. Back to napping, Jen. You go right ahead. We will send the energy to you while you are napping. Okay. So, inner peace. Productive week ahead. We have all of our good productivity stones. We've got garnet, we've got polychrome, bumblebee jasper, and rutilated. So we're all in agreement. We want to be productive this week. For inner peace, let's bring in some snowflake obsidian. Not only does this help bring harmony and peace and a sense of hope after any kind of big loss, but this helps to balance the body, mind, and spirit, and it's wonderful for calming overstimulation. Helpful too for releasing guilt, as well as recognizing and releasing patterns that are holding us back. So that's snowflake obsidian. So let's see, let's put this back a little bit. This back a little bit. Okay. And we'll put this one here. There we go. Okay. And for self-love, we've got a good one in Fuchsite, but let's also bring in Amazonite. Amazonite helps with the spine and spinal nerves. So those of you with back pain or like referring pain anywhere, this might be really helpful for you. But it's also excellent for self-care, especially for folks that tend to think of everyone else before themselves or tend to feel like other people deserve it more or need it more. This is one that helps with self-respect and also that sense of, I deserve the same caliber of care I would show someone else. Also wonderful for calming as well as luck. So Amazonite it is. Amazonite can also be somewhat darker blue-green with white stripes, or it can be this kind of in-between blue-green. Go. Awesome. So yeah, I'm glad that you are here, Violet Integration. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Goddess of 4, healing intentions, joint pain, weight loss, energy, fast money, and long-term money. I love that there's both. So let's do, we'll start with the joint pain. We'll go to weight loss. We already have one of our weight loss stones. I'll add another. Fast money is red tiger eye. Long-term money is citrine. And we definitely have some good energy stones in there too. Howlite is exceptional for the joints and the bones, whether it's like an acute injury, like a dislocation or a fracture, or just like a chronic pain kind of issue or a sudden sort of minor injury thing, all of the above. This is also a really helpful stone when it comes to anger, resentment, and frustration, which can be so challenging to deal with, but at the same time, those powerful emotions sometimes give us an opportunity to change things for the better, but sometimes they can be just so volatile, it's hard to actually get anything productive out of them. So that's Howlite. Red tiger eye helps with manifesting financial abundance in a hurry, and it's also really, really protective. Whether someone is doing like malevolent spiritual work, or there's like energy absorption or energy, I know it's often called energy vampirism around, this helps with that. And it also helps with mundane bullies. That's like gaslighting, triangulating, people trying to, say nasty things about you, whatever that shows up as in the mundane world, this can help keep that at bay too. It's sort of like a good anti-bully, regardless of how they go about being a bully. So there we go. That is red tiger eye. And next we're going to, bring in some Iolite, which was also requested by Chris. One of the things Iolite can help with is weight loss, but it's also excellent for money management, helping with certain types of sleep disturbances, especially if it has to do with being ungrounded, or maybe you've been doing energy work all day and now it's hard to sleep. Iolite can be your friend there. Wonderful too for the clairvoyance, the spiritual sight, and what we see, that is intuition. So we will bring this in. Also one for, it's thought helpful for fever. So let's go ahead and bring in Iolite. And citrine is good for the long-term abundance. This is not only good for calling in like immediate money, but it's also really helpful for making good financial decisions. Excellent for fibromyalgia pain, which we definitely had a request for earlier, as well as nausea, addictions, compulsions, whether it's smoking or something much larger or something even just different. But overall, this is a wonderful stone too for balancing our intuition with our sense of logic, which can help us make really good decisions and help us think really clearly using the best of both parts of our mind and both parts of our spirit. So that is citrine. So thank you for being here, Goddess of Four. Lots of love to you and your family. Gotcha. So Danny Marie, I'd like to request a crystal to assist us in maneuvering through the year ahead in 2024's 8 energy. So let's do, I would definitely say like Rutilated and Bumblebee Jasper for sure. So my understanding of 8 energy is that it's more like making big progress, making things bigger, like a very successful kind of well-rounded energy. And yeah, let's see. Let's go with, actually, let's go with Aventurine for sure. As well as Crazy Lace Agate, which was the first one that came to me. So Crazy Lace Agate helps with a lot of like balance as well as courage. It can really bring in a lot of spiritual protection as well as bring in that kind of confidence to say like, I'm here, I'm making the best out of this year, and watch me go. I know what I'm supposed to do, and here, watch me do it. This is also a wonderful stone for skin, eyes, and speech. It's helpful for the heart chakra as well as the solar plexus, which is our center of self. And it's wonderful for physical energy. So we've had that request a lot. We have pretty much all our big physical energy stones. This helps to some extent too. It's wonderful too for connecting to the energy of the past. So this is Crazy Lace Agate. Awesome. So, and the other one is Aventurine, which was also requested by Chris. This is really helpful with expanding our vision of who we are and what we're capable of. So this is really encouraging when it comes to what we can do and what we can't do. Like, oh, I can't do that. I could never do that. I'd never be able to figure that out. Hello, it's Aventurine. And maybe those things are true, but if there's even a remote possibility, Aventurine is going to have you diving in and giving it a shot. Helps too with heart rhythms, allergies, eye problems, as well as fertility. This is my favorite stone for folks that are like, let's say, tech phobic and things like that. Like, oh, I can't do that. Oh, I couldn't learn that. Yeah. Oh no, I never understand that text if I'm just not good at it. It's like, well, this is something that's going to help you see beyond the fear of what if I do something wrong, and help you feel like you can dare to try. So that's Green Aventurine. So I hope that helps, Danny Marie. Let me know if there's anything else that you'd like added to that, or if I was completely wrong about what an 8-year was. ABC, you're starting your new job next week and manifesting rekindling loving relationship with your ex. Can use some strength and positivity. Gotcha. So we've got our 2 good, like, unrequited love type stones, like rhodonite and pink kunzite. But let's see, starting the new job. Let's bring in lapis for sure. That's really helpful for when you're starting a new job. And strength, positivity, and there we go. I feel like blue lace agate is going to be helpful with that. So I'm going to go ahead with, first of all, Tiger Eye really wanted to come in. This can definitely help with strength and with balance. It's also really helpful with study and research. Ooh, sorry, just bumped my desk there. This is regular golden tiger eye. So helps with protection against envy and jealousy. And it's wonderful for, just like I said, courage, strength, and balance. Wonderful too for big picture thinking. In this way, it can be used for entrepreneurs and things like that, like thinking big, like what's possible, which could also help support an 8-year, as I understand it. But yeah, wonderful too for, like I said, research and study and a keen eye to the big picture. But definitely for what you said, strength, this is a lot of strength and balance. I feel like that can be helpful, especially for starting a job too. So we'll bring in Tiger Eye. And next I'm going to bring in Blue Lace Agate. Blue Lace Agate helps with sharing our emotions, especially if it's really difficult or tender or vulnerable to do that. So it helps with expressing one's emotions. Also wonderful for the bones in terms of like arthritis and fractures. This is thought helpful. It's also great for sore throats, skin allergies, and tension headaches. So that is Blue Lace Agate. And for your job, let's bring in some lapis. Lapis helps with integrity. This is like following through with our commitments, personal responsibility, but it also helps with things like open, honest communication that's like deeply authentic, helps with career improvement opportunities for sure, also supports the inner ear in terms of vertigo and hearing loss, and it's wonderful for helping to if you're trying to move away from disorganization and into organization, this can really help. So we will bring this in. It's also a great stone for pain and inflammation. But when it comes to like a job, starting a new job or trying to find one, lapis is wonderful. So there we go. So all the best to you, ABC. Keep us posted. I hope everything goes well with everything. Awesome. Oh, yeah. You're welcome, Lila Ray. Patty, yeah, it is Dell's birthday coming up. Hearing some fun noises from outside. Ah, peridot. Awesome. Good call, Danny Marie. Peridot is one we often call in here just because of how much it does. Sorry, lost in screens. There we go. I'm going to bring in the peridot now, actually. This helps with digestive issues as well as breaking bad habits and limiting cycles. It's wonderful for releasing guilt, anger, and even jealousy. And it's exceptional for fidelity and friendship, like bolstering long-term friendships, especially those friendships that like really help you be the person, like the best version of yourself, those kinds of friendships. So yeah, love peridot. We love peridot in here for sure. Erica, good to see you. Something for career and lots of protection. Yeah, there's lots of career stuff tonight. So we have another career stone, and that is sunstone. Sunstone kind of, it also picks up where aventurine left off. This helps to like really expand our vision of who we are, what we can do, what we're capable of, what our opportunities could be. And so it allows us to kind of dream big. It's also one that really brings in a lot of career opportunities and also along with career opportunities, it also helps with recognition and luck. And so recognition being like whether you're handing out your resumes or promoting yourself or your small business, this can help that. Helps too with supporting you through phobias, and for in general, just it's also thought protective against anyone or anything that would exploit you in regards to finances. So if anyone's, I hope no one's dealing with anything like that, but we'll bring it in. So that is sunstone. So we also have for career, definitely lapis is in here too. And awesome. So all the best for you. Oh, and lots of protection. And I did see some requests for protection from other folks too. So let's bring in some black onyx. This helps by definitely providing a lot of spiritual protection, but it also helps grounding fear and anxiety, and definitely lends a lot of self-esteem. It really helps us to let go of any self-doubt. Wonderful for processing grief, whether it's a recent thing that you're grieving over, like a recent passing, or if it particularly feels real or it's been reactivated. And in general, it also helps with ancestor connection. So that is black onyx. And I'm also going to bring in, because I saw lots of requests around like spiritual protection, I'm going to bring in jet. So jet is a type of fossilized wood that's usually fossilized through volcanic activity, at least high heat. And this is superb for grief, especially really deep grief, like loss of a spouse or something. It's also excellent for anyone that is involved in like any kind of hospice arrangement, or a loved one or an animal companion is soon to pass. But this is very protective against the paranormal, the evil eye, anything nasty. Very protective. So that is jet. So we will bring this in. Where should we bring this in? Let's bring this in right there. There we go. So all the best to everybody asking for protection, and best to you with your career path too. Leaving traumatic past behind, manifesting development of my family relationship. Gotcha. Traumatic past behind. Let's see. There's a lot of good ones for that. Let's bring in Lemurian quartz. This helps heal past trauma, especially like early childhood, even if we don't remember it, and also helps clear up karmic issues. So like if what you're dealing with may have roots in a past life, this can help on both ends. Wonderful for like past, so not only that past life healing, but deep spiritual healing around traumatic themes. Helps too with just releasing lots and lots of emotional pain. And also for learning about yourself on that spiritual journey, which is going to help you in the future to deal with anything else that comes up, whether it's healing past or going through present difficult times. And also it could potentially take what you learn about yourself and make that available to help you support the healing of others if you decide you want to do that. So that is Lemurian quartz, specifically blue mist Lemurian quartz. And another good stone for trauma, an excellent stone for trauma, is black obsidian. So black obsidian is wonderful for trauma that's very fresh or feels very fresh, like if it's been reactivated in some way. Helps it with protection as well, spiritual protection and physical protection, but also it's wonderful for just kind of grounding and feeling like yourself again. It helps to ground physical shock, and it's also helpful for nervous pets too. So that is black obsidian. So I'm going to go ahead and put some here and a piece here. So all the best to you. Also, tourmalinated quartz will be helpful for you too, and that's there. So all the best to you. And development of your family relationship, that's definitely carnelian, as well as Well, carnelian as well as honey calcite will help that too, but definitely carnelian. So all the best to you, Alexander. Feel free to come by anytime. I'm here 5 times a week, everyone. So feel free to come on by anytime you need somebody to lean on. Lots of folks are dealing with sinus issues. Yeah. So, Kanta, standing firm on things that really matter to me in both life and manifestation. Intending, not wishing. Claiming, not begging. Having the confidence in myself and the universe to be in ease and joy. I love that. Let's affirm that for sure. Let's affirm it with yellow calcite. Yellow calcite is all about that. It's all about setting your priorities based on your desires, what you want in life, what's important to you. Helpful for setting boundaries and maintaining boundaries, as well as clearing any blockages around the solar plexus, which is the center of self, personal identity, and free will. This helps release the feelings that we need approval of others to move forward, and it also helps with just confidence and optimism. So yeah, it helps to release a lot of blockages around that center of self, that who am I, where am I going kind of vibes. This really helps remedy that. So all the best to you, Kanta. Yes. Go get it, and then tell us when you do, because we'll want to cheer you on. Awesome. So all the best to you, Kanta. Joyous and anticipating rather than anxious. Allowing you. Yeah, definitely. Oh, I love it. Yeah, whenever I see there's certain tarot cards where I just am like, this is a yellow calcite moment. And sometimes it's like the 3 of Wands. It's like, I've already put the effort out. I'm just waiting for my ships to come in. I'm just waiting for everything that I've already earned to arrive. And so definitely a yellow calcite moment. Love it. All the best to you. Jennifer Vatsa, intentions, better sleep, love, manifesting, and all your ritual work. Back to napping. Okay, cool. So let's bring in some stones for Jennifer. Better sleep. Let's do some labradorite. Do we have any love stones left? I'm sure we do. Let's see. Let's say rose quartz, because we've got all the really powerful like love manifestation type stones in, but this is excellent too. Rose quartz not only is a stone that can help with like supporting the heart center and refilling the heart center when you feel really depleted, it also can help us to shift into a position where we're saying, this is what I want in a relationship, or this is what I don't, or this is what I deserve, etc. It helps us to see that we are deserving of love and unconditional love, and allows us to kind of set expectations around that. So that certainly can't hurt. We've also got labradorite for better sleep. This definitely helps sleep, but it also helps with research and study, with workplace harmony. It helps to calm disputes. Excellent for clairvoyance, which is our spiritual sight, and it helps with finding detailed, like little errors, detailed information in lots of info. So for all those of us that are working on like, end of year taxing kind of stuff, like a small business owners, not a bad one to work with right now, but also good for research and study. So let's bring in a labradorite. Okay, so and manifesting in all your ritual work. Definitely, I would have said moonstone if it wasn't already there, and Herkimer if it wasn't already there. Anything else? Let's say, I'm going to say clear quartz. Clear quartz is excellent for boosting the energy of anything that's around it, like other crystals, but it can also stand in for any crystal you don't have, and you can essentially hold it for a while and basically intend it to hold your intentions. You can basically make your own healing talisman out of it. So yeah, this is wonderful for that. So let's bring that in with the intention that it help you with what you're manifesting and your magical work. And we'll put them like this. There we go. Awesome. All the best to you, Jen, and I hope you have a beautiful nap. And bringing in some fuchsite. This helps with unity consciousness. That's the awareness of the interconnectedness of everyone and everything. This is very high vibrational, like crown chakra kind of stuff. The kind of thing that reminds you that we are more than our physical body and this one life. We are all part of each other and we all share in the success. So definitely one that makes you think about what you put out into the universe. So that's Sujilite. We've got that one, that one, that one, that one. Chevron amethyst, tree agate, pyrite fire quartz, epidote, and peacock ore. Tree agate is sacred in Ayurveda, which is the sister science of yoga, and it's super helpful for calming emotional and physical nerves while also regulating and rebalancing and harmonizing the energy flow throughout the body. Regardless of where the blockage is and the nature of it, or where the imbalance is and what the nature is of that, this will help to recalibrate and rebalance it no matter what. Also helpful for healing negative habits and patterns, dissolving the ego, and in general connecting with inner peace. So that is tree agate. Pyrite helps us with intuition as well as protection. So it definitely holds space for both. It's also excellent for the fever, the lungs, as well as memory. So if you're studying, this also helps that. Excellent for manifesting financial abundance, because it is fool's gold and it is usually found near the real stuff. And also for just helping the body make the most of a Reiki session. So let's bring around that pyrite. And I just noticed what time it is, and my goodness, time flew. Epidote helps with recovery from illness and injury, as well as helping us with our negative self-talk. If we talk down to ourselves, if you talk to yourself worse than you would talk to other people, hang out with some epidote. It will help you reset that balance. It's also helpful for the nervous system as well as the skin. So that is epidote. Fire quartz is clear quartz that was near iron and turned into a red. The red doesn't always show super well on these cameras, but it is there. It's much more red in person. But yeah, so fire quartz is helpful for basically giving you that fire or oomph to want to go forward, especially because these are pointed pieces. So yeah, lots of good fiery energy. Help keep you going, help keep you grounded, and it helps you move forward while staying grounded too. And chalcopyrite or peacock ore is superb for executive function, whether you struggle with that due to ADHD or PTSD like I do, or for any other number of reasons. this can be super helpful. It's also helpful for themes around rebirth and birth in general. Like it could be like literally giving birth, but also transformation in that deep spiritual way. So that is chalcopyrite. We're going to work this in as we keep going. And chevron amethyst helps to connect with spirit. Also helps very much with anything degenerative diseases of all kinds. Helps with tolerance of others, as well as clairvoyance, our ability to see spiritually. This is one that can definitely like boost our intentions and manifestations up to spirit and allow us to better hear the reception to that. Allow us to, in a way, better understand what spirit's answer is to what we're manifesting. So that is chevron amethyst. Barometric pressure must be shifting. I can feel it. So thank you for being here, Patty. And I think I got it all. I did. Awesome. Healing for your dog's ear infection, tummy challenges for him because of cold. The animal stones of leopard skin jasper and snow and desert rose selenite are both here. Ears we've got covered in some stuff, but I'm going to bring in moss agate because that can help with the actual infection. This will also cover anyone that's sick in general, whether it's bacteria, whether it's viral. Moss agate helps the body kind of get the upper hand. It's wonderful with releasing fears of the unknown, and it's very helpful with inner child work as well as higher self work. Also helps us feel more connected to spirit and connected to unconditional love. So I hope that that helps. Bloodstone and dragon's blood. I will get those in here. I will definitely get those in, Patty. Oh, Alexander, I'm glad that was helpful. Catherine. Good to see you. Let's see. Money manifestation, we've got those. Creativity, we've got that. Time management, definitely ruby, garnet, and chalcopyrite. That definitely falls under executive function. And safe travels, we have moonstone and tourmalinated quartz. So something for patience. That I can help. Dumortierite. Dumortierite is excellent for patience. It also helps us to let go of like anger and frustration. Wonderful for tidiness as well as any situation that seems beyond hope. It's thought to help improve it. It definitely is good for any kind of Uranus transits if you do any work with astrology. And it helps with standing up for yourself as well as healing the ligaments and tendons. So let's go ahead and put these here and here. Yeah, let's do that. And I hear a Hattie cat. Hey, Hattie. Yeah, your sister's here. You can come over here, though. Hope that that helps, Catherine. Oh, you're recovering well. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Cat got stuck in my sweater. Mid-jump. Oh, it's a Hattie. Oh, it's a Hattie. Oh, no. You just jumped on your sister's head. No concerns. No concerns. All right, I've got 2 cats on my lap while I'm doing the live stream. I'm so glad that this was helpful to you, Catherine. I'm just so glad to hear that you're feeling better. Please take that time and rest as much as you can. I know it's hard. Lee Nico. Honey calcite is in there. Crystals for ADHD, anxiety, maintaining motivation and focus, stop overeating, and clear third eye and root, and financial abundance and new relationships. Gotcha. Most of those are covered. ADHD and stuff like that. One that's really helpful is chalcopyrite. Also, lapis is thought to be helpful, and that's in there too. Anxiety, we've definitely got covered. We can bring in one more. Black onyx is really helpful for anxiety, as is tourmalinated quartz. Stop overeating is definitely blue calcite, blue apatite. Third eye and root. Financial abundance, we've got a lot of good stones for that. And new relationships, which is honey calcite. Let's bring in red jasper. This will help with root chakra and also help with like motivation and focus too. Red jasper is everything you need for your root chakra. It's very empowering. It helps you to stand up for yourself as well as standing up against injustice or bullying or anything like that. Helpful too for psychic and spiritual protection and emotional support through any kind of long-term illness or injury or recovery kind of thing. Wonderful too for depression and fertility. So we'll bring that in. But yeah, this just really helps with the root chakra is everything around basic needs, primal urges, fight or flight kind of stuff. Green calcite is excellent for anxiety. This is my favorite anxiety stone. It helps with calm. It brings in a lot of reassurance. And it's also excellent for releasing the physical tension component from the anxiety. So it kind of breaks the anxiety cycle in your mind, in your emotions, and also in your body. It also helps with kind of like not only easing the anxiety, but in a way kind of like lightening the mood. So let's go ahead with some green calcite for anxiety. And clearing the third eye. We've got some good intuitive ones, but let's also do sapphire. This is a very potent third eye intuition stone. This helps everything from channeling to mediumship and anything else in the intuitive world. Wonderful for the thyroid, eyes, and ears. It's thought to support individuals with dementia as well as those who love and care about them. And it helps with bringing about or calling in speedy justice. So that is sapphire. So that'll definitely help the third eye. And maintaining motivation and focus, we've got that definitely covered with bumblebee jasper, rutilated, and polychrome for sure. But awesome. All the best to you, Lee. It's so good to see you as always. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, Samantha, let's see. Definitely like past life type stuff is the Lemurian quartz. The throat and heart chakras for sure. And expressing emotions. That's definitely the blue lace agate. Healing old patterns is septarian as well as snowflake obsidian. Yeah, and septarian can help with the new way of thinking. Also, dragon's blood, I think, supports that too. And this was one requested by Patty. So this one helps with grief and loss, like so we can process that grief, but also not get lost in self-pity. It's wonderful for the strength and courage to change, as well as learning from our mistakes and having patience with ourselves, like giving ourselves some grace. wonderful for our immune systems and our nervous systems, as well as our thyroid. And it's thought to, in general, bring a lot of optimism and happiness, as well as potentially a lot of wisdom too. So this often goes by dragonstone or dragon's blood. Could be either one or both. So let's bring this in here. So I hope that that helps. And all the best to you. Good to see you as always. Carla, something for healing the solar plexus. My favorite solar plexus stone is definitely yellow calcite. There's also one too that I was thinking about was not quite a good fit for Kanta's request, but let's bring it in because I feel like it helps with a lot of what happens when our solar plexus is a little understated. This can help kind of fight back for that space or that ground you may have lost. And that is zebra jasper. Cats just heard something they didn't like. Okay. Zebra jasper, a beautiful gift from Chris. Thank you, Chris. This helps with stress and overwhelmed and standing up for yourself in the face of that overwhelm. It's wonderful for bone issues and muscle spasms, and it helps with things like taking initiative and breaking through apathy. Like if you feel just really run down, like I almost don't even want to anymore. This helps you go like, okay, I'm going to get up and handle this. Great too for, in general, just empowering. It also helps with getting out of the inner rut kind of feeling or in a funk. It really kind of like wakes up the solar plexus in a sense and helps you feel like okay to stand your ground and stake your claim. So I think that this is spot on for the solar plexus, as are the yellow calcite, but I think this will help both you and Kanta. So that is zebra jasper. So let's bring this in. Awesome. And Sam, protection from jealousy is tiger eye, and that's in there. As is jet is in there, and red tiger eye is in there. And let's see, for Kundalini, raising Kundalini in the body for Natalie, we've got some aragonite with Caribbean blue calcite. This is wonderful for it. So the blue, these are two different types of calcite that show up together. And the blue links with the soul star chakra, that's above the crown. And that's where we can envision the highest possible potential for our soul and what we can bring in and what we can work towards. The brown is aragonite, and that is very helpful for the earth star chakra. That's beneath the root, and that's where we enact our soul's purpose, where we feel like we can put our boots on the ground and get into it and make it happen. So because one is at the extreme top end of the energy system and the other is at the extreme bottom, that helps to balance energy in between, which allows the Kundalini, the energy coiled at the base of the spine, to rise up much more easily. So that is aragonite with Caribbean blue calcite. So let's do this here and here, as well as here and here. Okay. So I hope that helps. Natalie, it's excellent to see you as always. Also for workplace trauma and grounding, grinding that to a halt, the animosity in a workplace, labradorite, which is in there. So Samantha, that's for you too. Protection from harm, peaceful conflict resolution, moving past fear, having compassion without being manipulated, physical healing, navigating work, and finding a new job. Gotcha. So we've got all the good job finding stones, and we've got a lot of the good protection stones. Conflict resolution, one that's excellent for it, which we just mentioned, is labradorite. Another is aquamarine. This can help with everything from forgiveness, like whether it's I forgive you to give you another chance, or I forgive you to let you leave my life, but me still be in balance. Also helpful with deflecting really petty, nasty, immature, cranky kinds of energy, like Karen-like energy. So that'll help with the having compassion but without being manipulated kind of thing. Like, yeah, definitely feel that. Like pink kunzite is good for compassion. This is also good for, and I'm not dealing with that nonsense kind of thing. So that is aquamarine. Physical healing, definitely moss agate and tree agate. And moving past fear, for sure, we got that covered. Okay, cool. So I think we're good. So I think I got everything that you mentioned covered. But thank you for being here, Creative Diva. So good to see you again. Oh, you're welcome. You're super welcome, Natalie. Hey, good to see y'all. Yeah, a lot of alignment tonight. With social anxiety, I would say my favorite personally is going to be green calcite, but it might also help to have one around like solar plexus, like yellow calcite, just to help you feel more secure in yourself too. So could be, I would say both of those would be ideal. So green and yellow calcites together. But there's a lot of stones that can help. Korakar, good to see you. I also love Jenny's response to any old stone. If you see anyone, throw it at them, then you don't have to talk to them. She's not wrong. People often ask me, like, what's the best protection stone? And I'm like, any of them if they're heavy enough, or I'm from Newark, we use bricks. So, like, either one is fine. Oh, you've been with your new foster kitten. Oh, it's all good, Fiat Luna. It's so good to see you. Budstone or African jade? No, I've been working on getting some jade for the grid and even for maybe our crystal shop, and I've been having such little luck. There's not a ton of jade coming in right now. It's really expensive. So unfortunately, I don't have any jade because the two big pieces I had got somehow lost in my move. I'm sure I'll find them at some point. But no, I'm sorry, I don't have that. But let me know if there's something else I can put in for you. Oh, you're welcome. Okay, so I think we got everybody. And we've got the pet stones in there, so that will help with Fiat Luna, by the way, works doing fostering and some other work with the same shelter that I got Hattie and Gertie from, which they were my foster fails. So awesome. And definitely check out Fiat Luna's channel as well as Jennifer Vatsa's channel. They both do Reiki and lots of other stuff as well. So I am going to go ahead now, and I think we're going to, because it's late, let's go ahead and get into the what is Reiki and then dive into the healing. So for those of you who are new, the thing we do next is I ask your help in lifting the energy of the space that you are in. It's really simple. Just take a deep breath in and out. Think of all the things you're grateful for. Then click that live chat button. Feel free to enter any of those things that you feel comfortable sharing into the chat. Definitely hit that like button if you haven't already. I'm going to quickly explain a little bit about Reiki, and then we're going to get into the Reiki. So thank you so much for being here with me again today. My name's Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and it's an honor and a privilege always to share this healing energy with all of you. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing tarot reading, if you'd like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description, as are all my social media and my email newsletter, so you can sign up for all that good stuff there. So what is Reiki? Well, specifically, I work with what's known as Usui Reiki, and this particular method is fairly unique. Reiki has become more or less a catch-all term in the West for energy healing, but Usui Reiki is a technique founded by Mikao Usui in the 1920s in Japan, at a time where teaching anything that could even be misunderstood as coming from a religion had some really dire consequences. So this method is very, very spiritual, yet at the same time completely secular. And I think that's why we love it in the West so much. To understand the concept of energy at the root of this practice, we're best to look at Shintoism, the indigenous spirituality of Japan, in which everyone and everything is thought to be interconnected, and that spirit, in this case, however you define that, supplies this spiritually guided soul energy, which is actually what Reiki translates to, and that this energy flows to everyone and everything. Essentially, this energy is thought to help with your body, mind, and spirit, and the healing and resilience that we have on a day-to-day basis. Even if we're not aware of it, this energy is still flowing through us nonetheless. Essentially, what I'll be doing today is using Usui's techniques to connect to that energy and direct more of it to you wherever you are and whenever you're watching this. So what do we do to get that Reiki? Well, you only need to be open to it, and by being here, you already are. So you're good. There's no wrong way to enjoy your Reiki. I definitely encourage you to find a nice comfy spot to sit or lay down, maybe close your eyes and just take a deep breath. Anytime that you feel you want to go a little bit deeper, or if you get distracted, you don't have to focus on anything. You don't have to keep your mind silent. You don't even have to stay calm. You can just enjoy exactly as you are. But at the same time, you don't have to remain still. You can go for a walk, do some stretches, journal, really anything that feels right at this time. There's no wrong way to use Reiki energy. Just enjoy. And if, like I said, at any point you feel like you need to reconnect with the energy, or if you want to go a little deeper, or if you get distracted, just take a deep cleansing breath in and out, and it'll sink you right back down. I'll send this healing to you, and during that time you may feel some physical sensations, some different emotions may rise up, some may be released. You may be able to connect with your subconscious. You may get some deep intuitions or a deep sense of clarity or resolution. You may also have a really healing nap, which is absolutely encouraged, because why wouldn't it be? But for sure, you can go ahead and enjoy this session in whatever way feels cozy to you. Get up, move around, all you feel you need to. Just take that deep breath when you come back. I will send this healing to you for 25 minutes, during which time I'll turn the lights down. You'll notice that they move slowly and gently from one color to the next. At no point will they flash or strobe. And I'll turn the music up. If you enjoy the music and you want to check out our musical creator, she's linked at the bottom of the description, and you can go check her out. And at the end of the 25-minute session, you'll hear my voice come back in. I'll encourage you to take a deep breath, come back to your body, and at that time, I'll be able to re-engage with you in chat, answering any questions and hearing any impressions that you have. Thank you all again so much for being here. It's an honor and a privilege to share this with you. I'm here 5 times a week, same days, same times, every week, and they're listed in the description. You can also subscribe with your notifications on, and you may occasionally get notified when I'm live. But also, anytime you feel like you need some healing, if I'm not live, check out the past healing live stream. playlist. There's about 400 videos there that you can just pick any old one. You can even fast forward to the healing and enjoy any time you need it, because Reiki is not limited to the things that humans are. It's quite the opposite way. So I can only be in one place at one time, but the Reiki can be everywhere all the time. So enjoy it anytime you need it. Thank you so much for being here. It's a wonderful opportunity to share this healing with you. Let's go ahead back over to that grid and take another look at it and get into the healing. Ooh, pretty. It's a little crooked. Oh well. But yes, thank you for inspiring this beautiful grid. I'm going to go ahead and put this here, actually. Let's do that. Yeah, there we go. That wasn't so hard, was it? No, it wasn't. Here, let's even do one better. Let's bring this in. There we go. Wonderful, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here. Heart, welcome back. Oranges and donuts. Yum. Oh, well, serpentine is in the grid, Fiat Luna. I will look that one up. Sounds interesting. So everyone enjoy your session. It'll go on for about 25 minutes. I'll see you then. Oh, and we have a... Do you want to say hello before we get into the healing? Do you have any purrs? No, you're not feeling the purrs? That's okay. And we'll probably have a kitty visitor. So enjoy your session, and I'll see you all in about 25 minutes. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to the space that you're in. Feel free to roll over and go right to bed, or slowly bring your attention back to your device. Thank you so much for being here. It's an honor always to share this healing with you. If you have any questions or anything to share, go ahead and use the chat. Oh, you're so welcome, T. Good to see you. And you should have a package no later than Tuesday. Oh, it's wonderful to see you, Heart. Lots of love to you, too. You're welcome, Jenny. Lots of love to you and to your whole family. Hattie is still out like a light. And thank you so much for sticking with me through this unusually long community distance Reiki. I deeply appreciate all of you. As usual, I will be back Tuesday at 8 p.m., Wednesday at 4 p.m., Friday at 4 and 8 p.m., and Sunday at 8 p.m., all those East Coast U.S. time, or EST. Oh, thank you, Danny Marie. Lots of love to you, too. Thank you, Patty. Thank you. Lots of love to you and Key. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready to end the stream here with an abundance of gratitude for each and every single one of you. If you have any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat now, or you can email me through my website, learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's listed in the description, as are all my social media and my email newsletter. You're so welcome, Creative Diva, and all the protection and support in the world. Your intentions were totally pure and lovely. Awesome. Oh, little kitties. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. Oh, it brought up a lot of emotion? Yeah, it really can. Reiki kind of really can. It almost like can kind of percolate them right up to the top. I hope that it ends up being a good release for you, though. So I'm going to end the stream here. Again, so much gratitude for all of you. Remember, anytime you need just a little bit of a pick-me-up or to feel like you're in community, I'm here. The Past Healing live stream playlist is here. Just come as you are. You don't have to pretend you're having a great day if you're not. It's totally cool. And I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your evening. Take care and bye for now.